Welcome back inside Lake Point Sports Complex. NYBL Finals, a championship matchup for the class of 24 between Freebandz Elite and New Jersey Train to Go. Ball is tapped, controlled by Freebandz Elite. Always live, always real from Lake Point. Jimmy Cook alongside NBA TV's Bo Estes. So pleased you've chosen to spend part of your Sunday with us here on Always Live and ballislife.com as there's a triple. Speaking of balling, deep one for Mika Tucker.
Yeah, we saw this Freebandz Elite squad 2 games ago work their way into the championship. They're going to have their hands full here against Train to Go. Train to Go's got a giant inside, Terry Copeland, at 6'6" tall. So we'll see what their approach is, and we'll see what he has to offer. Do they speed him up? Do they try to get him winded? It's going to be a challenge down low because he stands out amongst these kids. That was an attempt from Jakias Jones, who was just the absolute star for this Freebandz Elite squad in their semifinal matchup. So 3-0 early on, Freebandz Elite. They didn't do a lot of damage in the semifinal from the three-point line, but they open up with a three-pointer. And you see they're sort of stacking down low against Terry Copeland. 2 guys just waiting on him. Now they get the steal and race out the other way. Another three-point look.
In the corner is good that time by Mika Tucker again.
2 for 2.
Got all 6.
So again, watch on the screen defensively how they try to approach Copeland. Let's just bring them on him now. But Jones just jumped through the roof to tip that rebound away from Copeland. It is unbelievable. Again, you know, he just played a game and that eye-popping athleticism. Now, he told our Deanna Kunovac that he injured his right thumb in that game, and it's taped up. You see him actually grabbing it right now. But it's 8-0 Freebandz Elite at this moment.
On that drive, solid finish, finally stops the bleeding there. With the bucket, it was Lavonta Ivory. Excuse me, make that Miller Nelson. Deep triple, in and out. Rebound though, Marcellus Brigham working just as hard as he was earlier today. Jones down the lane, no good, rebound. Taken by Whitley. Scoop layup up and in, a little 4-0 run by New Jersey.
When you saw Copeland change that shot from Jones, Jones had to adjust, he went in with the left hand. He's still grabbing his wrist down there.
Down the lane, lost it. Here comes New Jersey, up the floor. Pettiford to the rim, scoop layup, no. Rebound taken by Dix. He scores. 6-0 run.
So the ball stays on this end with Freebandz Elite inbounding. Jones again has it, going into traffic. He draws the foul there. And again, you see him, he's grabbing his right thumb, he's biting at that tape job. He can get anywhere he just ripped the tape right off, threw it onto the bench. He can get anywhere he wants on the court. He's just that much quicker than everyone else. But terrific execution, and that's Train to Go getting a three-pointer on the other end.
And the 8-0 run continues. It's finally ended that time by Tayshaun Bridges.
Nice strip and steal.
Up the floor, they throw in deep. Copeland scores it. Lead now 11-10 for New Jersey. Jones walks it up. Again, the championship for the NYBL Finals 2024 class on the line here in this one. Deep triple hit that time by Jones. And the lead sits at 2. Good double down low, but too strong for it was Terry Copeland.
You may want to save that line. You're going to need it again, I think. The too strong as Terry Copeland is going to be a recurring theme in this game.
Bridges can't get it to go. And the board cleared by New Jersey. Pettiford, a deep triple, short. Cleared by Jones. Jones up the way, hesitates, splits the double team, puts it up there, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Again, you know, I'm saying it over and over again, but there's nobody on this court with the athleticism of there's 2 Jones on Freebandz Elite. There's Jakias Jones, he's number 5. Katavian Jones is number 4. Both excellent players, but just an absolutely special athlete, number 5, Jakias Jones. Hit the first one. So Freebandz with a 1-point advantage. Around the rim and out on the second one. Back the other way comes Train to Go out of New Jersey.
They try to feed it inside. Robinson kicks left corner. Triple is good that time by Anson Beard. The lead now back to New Jersey, 16-14. Just under 6 minutes into this first half. Triple in the corner. That one misses. Cleared by Beard. Ford for 3. Rebound Jones. And a foul called on the floor. Bridges. We'll say out of bounds. He stepped on the sideline.
This is a fascinating contrast in style. Freebandz Elite can shoot from outside. They've got tremendous perimeter athleticism, and New Jersey just absolutely should dominate this game down low.
Down the lane, layup up, layup in by Tayshaun Bridges. Knotted up at 16. Floater, too strong. Last touch by Freebandz Elite. It'll stay here. Off glass and in. Credit that one to Robinson. On the other end, layup misfired. Second chance, no, it's secured by Robinson.
Robinson's been critical in this for me because you're going to naturally sag to Copeland, but he provides that pressure relief. And speaking of pressure relief,
there he is, Terry Copeland once again. Lead is 5, largest of the game for New Jersey. Ford gives to Petford inside. Copeland scores again.
Well, you can't leave him alone down there. He caught that basket with basketball with nobody on it.
Time to see how Freebandz Elite decides to adjust. They trail 23-16 in New Jersey. Stay with us. It's the 2024 championship game in the NYBL Finals on Always Live and AlwaysLive.com.
I'm Jamal Crawford. Always Live is always real.
Welcome back inside Lake Point Sports Complex. 23-16 advantage to New Jersey. Scratch that now on that shot. 23-18 advantage New Jersey as Freebandz cuts into it to make it a 5-point game. Under 8 minutes to go first half. Jimmy Cook, Bo Estes. So please, you've chosen to spend part of your Sunday with us here on Always Live and ballislife.com. On the drive, layup up, layup in, that time by Tayshaun Bridges. And they're starting to go on a little bit of a run out of the timeout, now trailing just by 3.
This is a fun matchup just because of those contrasting styles. You saw Freebandz effectively front Copeland that time. They chased over the top when the entry pass came.
Travel.
I think it's going to be, so they adjust. Now what is New Jersey, who is wearing what to me looks like a New York Knicks uniform, responds to that.
You were accurate in your summary, and that is indeed what it is.
It's odd to see New Jersey on a New York Knicks uniform.
It is. Pass knocked away by Williams. He'll stay on this end. Make you feel like you're in an alternate universe?
I constantly feel that way.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Jimmy. So
Just adds
that's
to
my
it.
default position.
Ford. Now Robinson, and it looked like a steal by Bridges, but they'll say a foul instead. Made a little too much contact there when he reached in. We'll have it in the half court.
I like Jalen Robinson's game because he can play out on the perimeter on offense, but he's big enough on defense to provide another big down low that, frankly, New Jersey doesn't need, but they have. I mean, they're just a load down low.
Tell you what, Robinson put his head down. I thought he was thinking about taking off to slam that, but he was stripped. New Jersey steals it right back. Nice step back. Extra pass, unselfish speed, corner. Beard is good for the triple.
Well, I'm telling you right now, you got to guard Beard. Beard on offense, hunts around at that three-point line, and if he gets just a split second, he's one of the money shooters at this event.
Fully confident in his catch and shoot ability. Nice move and adjustment there by Brigham. He continues to put on a show, especially down low beneath the trees. Lead sits at 4. Bedford sees some daylight, throws it off the window and in. Tahad Bedford push the lead back to 6 with under 6 to go in this first half of the 2024 class NYBL Finals Championship game. Crossover bounced off his foot and kicked in the corner. It was a triple for Ivory, but it rattled out. Fortuitous. Not fully fortuitous as New Jersey controls. Robinson, he tried to go left hand, no. One more on his teammate, they'll say instead a turnover. Give it back to Freebandz Elite.
So Ja'Kias Jones checks back in now. Let's see what he can do to affect this game.
Ja'Kai is trying to go baseline on Copeland, instead kicks it to the top. Bridges had it stripped, and it is a foot race. Looked like a through ball attempt there, but nobody was around to gather it. Instead, Tucker scoops it up, but another steal. This time we will have a run out. Up the way, Ford lays it up and in off glass. And pushes the lead to 8.
Yeah, this is starting to get to be a bit of a problem for Freebandz Elite. This perimeter pressure is impacting them. And
right side triple off the mark. They'll say it'll stay on this end, though.
the ref that's a little farther away gave it to New Jersey, and that's the way it's going.
And they will. They'll have a brief discussion and flip it to train to go, as Bo points out there.
There was a bit of discrepancy on that one, and Jones tried to influence that call. It didn't work out in the end for him.
Did his best.
Got to try.
Had me fooled briefly. Try to catch him napping. They inbound it into Robinson. He gives it in the corner. That one misfired. Robinson tried to come over the back. And here comes Bridges. Now they have numbers. 4-on-2. Bridges takes it himself. Spin cycle, and he's fouled.
That's interesting because it was a 4-on-1 or 4-on-2 break, and he went by himself. He had a lot of options. He's a confident young athlete, and I get it. But there's an easier way to make that play happen and get yourself a wide-open layup. But if he goes to the free throw line and knocks a pair down, no problem. Didn't happen, though, did it?
No, it didn't. The broadcaster jinx wins again.
I'm nothing if not a problem.
Bridges misfires on them both. 4 minutes even to go in this first half. The 2024 Class NYBL Finals Championship game. Right side, a triple is good. That time for Tahad Pettiford. And the lead now at its largest, 11, 33-22. Tyus Jones feeds low, down to Brigham, and he took up the pivot foot, trying to create some separation. Traveling's called.
You know, what really got things going for Freebandz Elite early was hitting those 2 3-pointers to start the game, and that pulled the defense out a bit. They're trying to work inside and force inside, and it's tough down there. Let's just be honest.
Top of the key, no good. Rebound Brigham. Jones, floater, short, got his own board, tries again, no. Out of bounds, last off of New Jersey. Will stay on this end.
Again, there's some number situations where they're taking it on their own. There may just be better opportunities. And that comes with age, and that comes with experience.
Ivory, far right side, a lot of space. He gives to Micah Tucker. He took a three earlier and made it, and he traveled. A little bit of a skip.
Yeah, no. Again, it's one of those things where basketball's a physical game. He took a little bit of a bump. It knocked him off his balance, and he rolled those feet.
Forward on the deck. There's Mika again to be involved in the play. He forces a jump ball. Arrow favors Train to go, so we'll stay with New Jersey. And they'll call a timeout. We'll take one as well. 2:32 left to go in this first half of the Class of 24 NYBL Finals Championship game. New Jersey leads Freebandz 33-22. Stay with us. You're watching all the action on Always Live and on AlwaysLive.com. Welcome back inside Lake Point Sports Complex. Jimmy Cook alongside Bo Estes. So pleased you've chosen to spend part of your Sunday with us. As New Jersey holds a 11-point advantage over Freebandz Elite. Terry Copeland from New Jersey in the post, and he walked with it.
So there's where Terry Copeland will grow through time. He got that on the post. The double team came from the opposite side. He'll learn to recognize that. He had, perhaps the best three-point shooter on this court out there in Beard open on the other wing. Now we go back the other way, and it's Jones once more with just a supremely athletic play. He's just a different kid out there. He gets another bucket, and that cuts it down to 9.
So I just slowly chip away at this. Micah Nelson came back from behind. Jones with the floater. Not that time. Jackias there, and he scores.
Jimmy, I mean, what can we say about him anymore? He's just different.
Seems to be involved in every play. Seems to be everywhere on the floor. He's made some big-time shots all across the court last couple games.
He's sort of getting out of it
defensively. Layup scored there by Robinson.
He's getting out of it. There he is on offense again. Wanted a foul called, but he's face guarding a guy, and he's shutting his man down. But I think he has more to give than that. I think he can help out.
Loose ball foul called on Terry Copeland of New Jersey. So it'll stay on this end. It's just the 4th team foul on Train to Go. Make it the 5th, but still 2 away from the bonus being in effect. Under a minute to go. As Petford knocked that one into the
Knocked
benches.
is right. It was a little punch. He
Yeah.
punched the ball. I mean, I've not seen that move, but I liked it.
Might help Freebandz, debatably, because they don't have to try to inbound it. They can just walk it up the floor. Ivory has it. His team trails by 9.
Now, Jones again is sitting in the paint. Remember in the first game,
Tucker. No. Rebound secured by Copeland.
he got called for a couple of 3-second violations. He was in the paint for a good 10 seconds there. I'm not wanting to see this game stalled by 3-second violations, but it's a habit he's got.
Robinson to the rim. Copeland gets the big man's board and puts it back up and in. Lead back to 11. Final 15 seconds of the half. Jones, he'll stop and pop and put it in.
What a big shot that was. That's a
Katavan
huge shot.
Jones. Final seconds of the half. Petford feeds Copeland. Didn't get it off, I don't think. I think it was still in his fingertips. Official says he got it off. I don't know.
I think he did. I'm pretty sure that was good because you had a good view of the clock and his shot.
I'm going to task our replay team here.
I'm going to wager you one of the extra Chipotle burritos back there.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, that's tough to tell. You almost have to have the live look.
Do we have another?
That game look to see, because you can't see a clock there, can you?
You can see the light though.
Close.
Still in his hands, but again, we can't the clock directly from there. Look for the light, I guess.
I'm going to trust your young eyes. I'm going to trust you.
Let's take a look.
What? See? It's already red. Look.
We've got an audience here. People want to know.
We do.
So in live action, you thought he did not get it off.
I saw the light.
I thought he
didn't get it
did.
off.
See the light already on? Watch the light come on. See the light on. The side light up. The light on.
I can't tell conclusively.
Light on. See, look, he already knows. The light on.
There, can we see the light from that angle? Slowly.
We should
going
be
forward.
able to, in theory.
Where is the light there? Are you seeing it? Is that the light? Is that the moment when the light comes on right there?
It's not as prominent from this angle. Yeah, from our footage, it's hard to tell whether or not it was out of his hands. But we'll step away for these final seconds of halftime. New Jersey leads Freebandz 39-29 at the break. Don't go anywhere. Championship Sunday, class of 2024 championship game on Always Live and AlwaysLive.com. Welcome back inside Lake Point Sports Complex. Start of the second half here in this class of 2024 NYBL Finals Championship game. As a three-pointer, exactly the same way Freebandz started that first half by Mika Tucker. A moonball bomb to bring them within 7.
I like this move, pressing. I'd like to see them press even more. I think they have an advantage physically on the perimeter that they can use.
Down the lane, tough take that time by Jalen Robinson. For those of you just joining us to end that a half, as Jones down the lane, he scores, and now we're trading buckets like two heavyweights throwing punches. But to end that first half, it was Terry Copeland who had a layup at the horn. It was tough to tell from our vantage point whether or not he got it off, and our replay angles unable to determine whether or not he got it off. The call on the floor was it was good. So as it stands, and as the scoring has gone on in this half, it's now a 9-point lead for New Jersey.
It was really close.
It was.
The Freebandz coaching staff thought it was no good, for the record.
They did. Slightly biased, perhaps, but
Perhaps. What a
beautiful
pass.
ball movement and finish that time by Brigham. Lead down to 7. Still anybody's ball game here, Bo, but again, Freebandz they're giving up size mismatches down low, and when they jump passing lanes like that, it doesn't tend to lead to very successful outcomes, as witnessed there by Robinson's layup. Triple, Mika, long. Rebound falls right to Freebandz Elite. Bridges had it taken away, and now it's a 2-on-1. Mika let the defender get behind him. He came swinging in to send that one back, but not close enough. Lead back to 11.
Yeah, I didn't see Freebandz get back on defense as much as I'd like to there. They look a little bit frustrated with things on the court right now. I don't know why that is. I mean, they're close.
Corner, triple, off the mark. Rebound ripped away by Jalen Robinson. Got to get it across. He does just barely to Ford. Look away pass. Copeland bodied up. Can't turn it home, but he'll go to the line for 2. What an adjustment by Copeland to turn that into a reverse layup.
I don't know that he even needs to do that, Jimmy. I mean, he can just go over the top of anybody he'd like. He could. That's another thing where if he leads with his right shoulder, his left hand can lay that in easily as well. But, you know, it was a nice move, and it's a nice display of agility to do that. But, boy, his size advantage is such that I don't know how much he needs to be doing anything like that.
That's pretty staggering. Listed on the roster sheet as 6'6". I think they might be being a little too modest in that
I think,
distinction.
you know, 6'8", I would not bat an eye at.
Down the lane, Ja'Kias Jones scores.
There's just nobody out here like him at that level. I mean, there's no athlete that matches him physically. I don't know that he can go at it every time, but he's going in and up and over Copeland anytime he likes to, and he's a good 9 inches shorter than him.
And he's drawn that matchup on the defensive end too, which is wild.
Physically, he can handle it. He's just a special gifted athlete.
They go high post. Now feed it in deep to Copeland. They feed the big fella, and he'll go to the line.
I like that. Go right into that contact, driving it. You know, if he had a left hand there, I would have even been more impressed. But I like that a lot. That's the way you want to play.
So they'll send Copeland to the line. The lead is 9 with 12:48 left to play in this championship game. Class of 2024 championship game in the NYBL Finals. Copeland off on the first.
And, Jimmy, we're not done after this one. There's more basketball coming up.
Absolutely not. Still one game left on the docket. Another championship high-stakes medal round here from Lake Point Sports Complex. Triple, far right side missed, but the rebound is true for Brigham. And this is still a 7-point game. Freebandz Elite just searching for some stops.
Yeah, I just put it in Jones's hand, Ja'Kias Jones, and let him initiate. He's not a guy that's unwilling to pass. He makes really nice passes as well. But to me, he just needs to start the offense.
Robinson matchup on Jones. Screen set by Copeland. Robinson draws contact, and they'll head to the line for a pair. It's a pick your poison setup when you have Robinson and Copeland running a pick and roll together.
Yeah. Well, and the thing that I like that Train to Go has done here is they stick a shooter in Anson Beard out there that you can't sag. you cannot sag inside because he'll crush you outside. And, you know, you don't see his influence on the game often, regularly, whatever you want to say, but when he is given that open look, he's a money shooter, so he does his job out there really well.
So we've got the 09 Magic model going.
Yeah, really.
Basically. Down the lane, floater up, not that time for Petford. Copeland the board with ease, the big fella.
Again, going into contact, and, you know, I'll say it for the last time, his left hand is better there once he goes up against bigger competition, but he doesn't need to go reverse.
Bridges straight away, triple is good.
It looked like he knocked his left knee a little bit, does Copeland right now. He was wincing in pain a bit. He's getting up and down okay now.
Keep an eye on it as we move on. Forward in the corner, and a triple is
Beard.
answered.
That's
Just
the
like
point.
that, yep.
That's the point I was making, is as soon as you sag inside and they're crushing you with layups, that guy does not miss. He really is an excellent shooter.
Leard, what a play there. It didn't lead to points. Came close, but Mika went with the pump fake, drew two defenders on him, and it got an open look for three. Now on the other end, tough shot on the drive by Kahad Petford. Jones fouled.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, Copeland's hurting. He's grabbing his left hamstring, and he ran into on his right knee there. He's feeling it a bit. And you know, taking it back, the game is getting to be a troublesome margin now. It's a 13-point advantage for New Jersey. Freebandz has to do something, and do something in a hurry to get back into this thing.
See where they try to find those answers. Hunter. Long one, misfired. Rebound taken there by Brigham. Almost had it taken away. Brigham feeds left side, three. Jones, wide. Board to Petford. He's got a 2-on-1. Petford all the way. Lays it up, no good. Here comes Katavian Jones. Right at Copeland, a lot of contact. They let it play on. Copeland the board. Ford up ahead, 1-on-3. Feeds, Petford, triple, no. Rebound, Hunter. Hunter forces ahead to Jones. He's got a 2-on-1, a nightmare of 2-on-1. Jones gives it up.
He's just too much.
Layup is no good, but he's fouled by Copeland.
I mean, he just deked right by two guys like it was nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. It's tremendous to watch.
They're not two randoms on the street. We're talking about maybe two of the best and biggest players on
And he
New
just
Jersey.
walked by them like a ghost walking through a crowded room. They had no hope of seeing him.
Nope. Free throws for Bridges. Misses the first. He'll have one more. 10:03 to play in this class of 2024 NYBL Finals championship game. Freebandz Elite. Time starting to become a factor. The way this game has gone is they're down by 13. Free throw misfired. Petford pushes. Petford goes to Copeland, lays it up, lays it in. There's no answer for the big fella. Jones to Hunter. Floater, good. Petford by himself, fouled. Gonna go to the line.
Got a bit of breaking news in. It's Terry Copeland Jr. Junior really doesn't apply to this guy at all.
No, it does not.
It makes me want to see Senior. I'm curious about Senior. Deanna Kunovac providing that detail and update. And I tell you what, that's just here's the add-on to that.
I'll let you
Deanna.
have it.
Yeah, she just points out both parents are over 6 feet tall.
I believe that.
I'm not dubious of that note either. That's
not at all.
pretty clear.
Thank you, Deanna. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 9:26 left to go in this class of 2024 championship game. New Jersey 60, Freebandz 45. Stay with us. You're watching the NYBL Finals on Always Live and Ball is Life.
I'm Jamal Crawford. Always live is always real.
Welcome back inside Lake Point Sports Complex. More news on Terry Copeland Jr. Here's Bo.
Yeah, we've been introduced to his mom, Tiffany, and we've expressed concern over her food shopping bill, first of all. But Terry Copeland Sr. is still bigger than his son, as you see that 3 go down. Terry Copeland Sr., 6'8". Prediction in from Tiffany, though, that Junior's not going to be looking up at Dad much longer.
Nope, that makes sense. Always good to get those little nuggets. Look away pass up the floor. That was Ivory that hit that 3 a couple moments ago. Now getting that board is Brigham. Layup up and in, and we're back down to 10. So again, Freebandz not out of this. Clock still not the worst enemy in the world, but some stops are needed. And what a play there by Petford. He brought the whole defense in. Copeland, the great roll, the pass, and the finish.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, that's just a simple execution, but it really set Copeland up.
And it really talks about how big of an impact Petford and Copeland have both had in this game so far. Petford
there you go.
In the corner. Beard.
That's the first miss of the game for him.
It'll stay at 12. Let's see what the answer is. Tavian Jones spins, and we'll say he shuffled the feet, or was it offensive?
They're calling a foul, I think, on the defense.
The reason I thought that maybe it was the other way is the body language of Jones, but you're right, Bo. It'll be against New Jersey. Hunter, teardrop floater over the outstretched arm of Copeland, cleared by initially it was Brigham, but then finished off there by Ivory. Look ahead pass, Beard the layup, got it. Cherry picking behind the defense.
He's a perfect player for this team. He's not the most talented player on this team, but his role is filled perfectly by the skills he brings to the table.
Ivory tried another triple, a lot of contact there. They'll say play on, set back by Copeland Jr.
Speaking of sent back.
Rejection on the other end by Brigham. As the crowd still abuzz, the lead sits at 12. 7.5 to play in this championship game. Came from behind, did Jones, gets a steal. Jones, pass low, a lot of contact, and one. Jones to Jones, Katavian to Dacaius, and a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play.
How in the world did he have the physical, look at the contact he takes here, spins it up and in.
Man.
It's startling to watch this kid. He's out of this world. You know, you never know how a kid's going to develop, but at this level, in this moment, it's fun to watch and it's special.
And the no-look pass to set it up,
great.
Too. Just like that, the lead is 9, and I thought it was going to be a turnover briefly, but it's knocked away there by Jones.
So that was a 3 point. I didn't know the margin was 12. I thought it was 10. I thought that cut it to 7, but my mistake on that.
I've been there. Left side triple for Beard. Misfired. Rebound Copeland. Power dribble, spins, turn, scores.
There's that left.
Copeland
That's what
Jr.
I was wanting to see.
The big fella. Soon to be bigger fella. For his mother. Layup no. Copeland there to rip it. And it's a jump ball. The arrow's going to favor New Jersey with under 7 to play. Talk about a difference maker. Freebandz Elite in need of some stops. Petford kicks. Beard hesitates, blows by, floater up, floater in off glass.
Wow. Beard's doing a great job. I don't think we've mentioned enough about the job Petford's done as well. Petford really handles the rock nicely.
Jones to the rim, right at Copeland, got his own board, second chance, yes. Keeping him in it.
He must have 25, 30 points at this point.
Petford up the floor. A little bit of a trap. Nice lead pass, feed to Copeland, and he traveled. They'll say he walked.
Oh, wow.
Freebandz Elite tied as a bullet there. Never a dull moment.
Mom didn't like the call.
Nope, left side triple, that is long. So no harm with it. More time off the clock, and Robbins hit the deck hard as Ivory tried to make a sneaky play. Timeout taken will take one as well. Under 6 to go in this one. 68-57 the score. New Jersey leading Freebandz Elite. Stay with us. You're watching the NYBL Finals on Always Live and AlwaysLive.com. Welcome back inside Lake Point Sports Complex. Under 6 to go. Terryford with the basketball and an 11-point lead. Perryford on the drive, throws up a wild shot. No. Copeland the rebound, second chance. Yes.
Wonderful.
Unreal.
And he goes right up with it. You know, there's not a lot of power dribbles and stuff like that to lose the ball. He goes straight up with it.
Jones. Cross court to Jones.
Left-handed pass all the way across the court.
Straight on triple. Grant, no. Rebound secured by Robinson. And now they got numbers. Up ahead, Petford feeds, Beard hesitates, goes to the rim, scoop layup, no. Copeland board, set back from behind, and here come the Freebandz Elites. There's a spin move off his foot, right back to Beard, but it's blocked away. Now Ivory, right at Robinson, initiates contact, and one.
Okay.
Lead back down to 11.
Hit this free throw, and you're back in business. Got to keep pressing, though. Got to keep pressing.
Initiated the contact. Looked like Robinson tried to get out of the way. Nevertheless, Levante Ivory at the line to try to make this a 10-point game. It's good. Gets them both. Under 5 to go.
Let's see if Freebandz brings a little pressure here.
Still got some time. You can make some stops
There
or
you
have
go.
some help. It's a turnover there by Petford. As outmanned as they have been at times against Terry Copeland Jr. The window's still open here. Jones lost it. They get it back. Ivory. Now Jones. Back to Jones. Triple straight on, no. Rebound saved and secured. Going baseline. To the rim, laid it up and in. 8 did Bridges.
It's down to 8. We got something here.
See what happens. Daylight for Beard. He hit the side, bottom of the backboard, got in too deep, but he got his own board. Now Petford, he's stripped, body's on the deck. Jump ball tie-up would go to Freebandz. Are they going to give a timeout to Freebandz? Wow. That's a heads-up play because with under 4 to go, that's going to keep the arrow there. Should another tie-up like that happen.
Good point.
We'll stay here, under 4 to play in this one.
Well, I think, Jimmy, it's gonna be, you're going to need a three-pointer or two if you're Freebandz. You're going to need to continue to hustle and force turnovers. And then when New Jersey breaks through, you're going to have to stop Copeland down low. But it's going to be a couple of those things paired together that makes this, if they are to get a comeback here, that's what it's going to take.
I was going to mention to you that laundry list there was a little easier said than done.
No, it's not easy. There's a path to victory, but it requires a lot of steps, and those steps aren't easy at all.
Let's see if Freebandz has it in him.
Honestly, I'd be initiating, no question about it, with Ja'Kias Jones.
Bridges rolls it up. I'll give it instead to Katavian Jones. Now in Ja'Kias. In the lane, he's stripped, out of bounds, stay on this end.
They like operating him out of the high post a lot.
Quick inbound, 3 in the air. 3 too long, board, falls right over to Brigham, and he'll reset. Bridges. Matched up with Robinson over Copeland. No. Rebound. Brigham set back, but a foul, they'll say, on Copeland Jr.
And Copeland saw that one coming. Copeland had an hour to set that block up. Coach is giving Copeland the business quite a bit.
First one up. Got a friendly roll.
Okay, so 7 now.
Second free throw off the mark. Rebound Copeland, so the lead stays at 7. More stops needed for Freebandz. Pettiford. Nice spin move. Has some space. Pettiford to the rim. Misfired. And the board goes to Freebandz.
Oh.
Up ahead. Jones. There's bodies down the other one. Jones puts it up. Jones misfired. Second chance. Yes. And the lead's down to 5.
Boy, Copeland took a huge spill on the other end. It was a box out that just kept going.
Jones able to make a play and a timeout. What a heads-up play by Ja'Kias Jones. Oh, my goodness. He stayed and applied ball pressure, knocked it loose, dove for it, and had the presence of mind to see the official and call the timeout to retain possession.
You forgot to mention that he levitated it to defy the laws of physics, somehow staying in the air without going out of bounds, and had the strength while defying gravity to do all this. It's unbelievable.
That's why you're my color, man. You gotta get the
I'll add a little to it.
rest of the picture painted.
If you'll get all this in, Jimmy, I won't have to do this anymore.
Exactly. So, all that being said, in the class of 2024 NYBL Finals championship game, it's suddenly down to 5 when the deficit was as many as 13. And now Freebandz Elite, with 1 timeout left, something to keep an eye on going forward, have the arrow for a jump ball and have the basketball down 5 underneath their own bucket. The man of the hour right now, Ja'Kias Jones, controls, matched up on Beard. Gives to Octavian Jones. And they'll reset to Bridges. Bridges to Jones. Jones to the rim, falling away. Tough shot. Rebound controlled and taken by New Jersey.
That was a bit of force on Jones's part.
They'll push it up the floor. A little bit of contact. Floater up there. Floater too strong. Copeland tapped it up. It's controlled by Jones. We've got a foot race, a 3-on-2. Jones sees it, goes to the rim, fouled hard, and he'll go to the line for 2.
It's getting physical down the stretch. It really is.
Ja'Kias Jones at the line for 2 shots.
If you're at home watching this, here's the name, Jahkiaus. Ja'Kias Jones. Feel free to remember that name. And remember Terry Copeland Jr. while you're at it. There's a couple stars out here.
First free throw misfired by Jones. He'll have 1 more. Got that one. Lead is 4. Back into the table, a 3-point shooter, Micah Tucker. Comes in for Levanta Ivory, who gave some quality minutes for Freebandz Elite. Pettiford gets it, being bumped all over. Finally gets by. Pettiford.
Nice little crossover.
Pressured by Jones, 2:20 to go. Jones almost lost it, and what's the call? A foul is going to be called on Pettiford. I believe it is. And that's free throws as New Jersey is in the bonus.
Now you got to hit him. Now you really got to hit him. And an interesting aspect to this is this end-to-end frenetic pace has sort of taken Copeland out of the game. And he was, frankly, he was just dominating for a while. There's just no stopping.
They haven't been able to. They haven't been able to get it into him. And the shots have been so wild. He missed the free throw, but the rebound is taken by Bridges. Bridges trapped, loses it, and gets it back. Bridges sees daylight, a lot of body contact. Tried to throw it up there when the body contact came, but he didn't get the whistle.
Wow.
New Jersey gets it into Pettiford. Pettiford with some help. Subbed into the game is Hamilton. Make that Granderson and a layup up and in. Lead back to 6, under 2 to go.
Gorgeous move from Pettiford there.
Still plenty of time for Elite. And Tucker lost the handle, though. And again, we talked about it yesterday. Especially at this level, you need to play nearly perfect to achieve comebacks. It's hard to do here.
Well, Micah Tucker found himself in a bit of space. And you know what kind of a three-point shooter he is. You've seen it, Jimmy. He was looking at the basket before he caught the basketball there. That's what happened on that end.
Can't pull the cart before the horse, Bo. Sorry,
Are we going back to physics
that's
again?
our lesson there. That's our lesson there.
We're going to have to check in on Tiffany Copeland real quick. She's animated right
Man.
now. I don't think it's because she just saw her food bill, but it may be because she just saw her food bill. I don't know.
Jury's still out. Under 2 minutes to go. 72-66 the score. Advantage New Jersey with the basketball. 1 timeout left for Freebandz. 2 timeouts left for New Jersey. Arrow favors Freebandz Elite. And any fouls committed by New Jersey leads to free throws for Freebandz. Got to get it in. They force it in. Nice play by Petford. He's got some daylight. Petford to the rim. Misfired. Board goes to Freebandz. They'll push ahead. Cherry picking is Jones. Jones lost the handle. Goes back in contact. Missed the layup. Put back. Yes, is true by Bridges. 4-point game. They get into Petford, and he's fouled. So that was the last foul that Freebandz had to give anymore, and bonus free throws upcoming for New Jersey.
I don't mind that at all. I don't mind it because at some point, if it gets to it, you're going to need to send them to the line.
Force it in. Call a foul away from the ball. I say he held. Did Jones, Katavian Jones, number 4. And it'll lead to some free throws of the 1-and-1 variety. Tahad Petford has had a pivotal role in this one so far. We'll shoot him. Petford sets, Petford hits. Interestingly enough, no New Jersey players there for a potential rebound.
I know. And also interesting, I'd be boxing out the shooter because there's only 2 Freebandz players down there.
Got them both. Lead is 6, 1:33 to go. Jones up the floor to Bridges. Tayshaun, 90 seconds left. Tayshaun feeds Hunter, triple. It's good, and they needed that in the worst way. Lead down to 3 with 1:20 to go.
So Micah
Tucker gets that one to fall, and a foul away from the basketball again, this time on Tucker. But it's still a 1-and-1. The bad news is, though, it's going to send Petford to the line, who just calmly hit 2 with ease for New Jersey. Got that one to go.
That's 3 straight free throws in the last 2 minutes. We've talked about it all tournament long. That's just money play right there. Really, really money play.
Petford, one more to push to 5. He does with ease. 1:16 to go. Jones gives it over to Bridges. Bridges has Hunter. Instead, he'll bounce inside. Layup up, layup in. 3-point game, 1:05 to go. Will they foul immediately? They get it into Petford, and it's a steal right there. 3 for the tie. Off the mark. Board by Jones. Is saved somehow. Katavius Jones gives to Hunter. He'll launch the 3 for the tie. That one's off the mark. Rebound Copeland. First time the big fella's been in the action in a little bit. It's a 2-on-1. Petford to the rim. Lays it up. He's fouled. That's almost 2 automatic points.
Yeah, he's really proven it. Micah Tucker nailed a 3-pointer, and then they had a look for the tie.
Twice.
Yeah, you really, Freebandz has made a great comeback here. Whether
oh, yeah,
it
tip
falls
of the
short
cap
or not.
for him for sure. Cool as a cucumber.
So now we're 2 possessions, Jimmy.
We are indeed. 6 straight free throws by Petford. 44.8 to go. They'll roll the ball in to save some time. Here comes Bridges. Bridges almost had his pocket picked. Bridges kicks it. Low for Tucker. He'll float it up there. No good. Put back, yes. And the lead down to 3 with 32 seconds to go. And they don't foul. Instead, they put it ahead to Copeland. Copeland gets it, and the officials say, my time. And I think they're about to grab a timeout to Freebandz.
confused about the way that more confused than me is the Train to Go New Jersey coaches and
the fans too. You're right.
Confused is a gentle way of putting it. The ref may have a perfectly legitimate reason for this, but it appears to be a timeout.
Here's the only thing I think. It was a delayed timeout after the made basket, which you can do. That would be the only area where you could call a timeout like that, correct?
After the made basket, but we had dribbled it all the way up to half court and had a pass that was in the air.
I'm just going off of the official saying my fault.
Yeah. Because he pointed to himself.
Also, we asked the officials to explain to us when crazy things happened before this game started.
I'm not going to ask him this time. I don't know that that's.
So it is New Jersey ball, but the points are off the board.
And Freebandz gets to set their defense.
And it might have been inadvertent because they still have a timeout on the board. I'm surprised they're not trying to foul. Now they get it back to Petford. And if you're Freebandz, again, this is the age level here.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the
foul somebody else.
Guys hit 6 in a row.
Yeah, foul someone else because this kid's money.
It's 2 shots for him.
I mean, it's pretty clear that.
Oh, no, I prefer player of the game. I like him.
Oh.
Player of the game, Copeland, yeah.
I almost had a fainting spell here as we were making executive decisions over the Always Live player of the game.
Free throw missed, and he stepped on the end line. So the lead is 4.
Well, as we
it's still 2 possessions.
Yeah, I was going to say, as we mold this decision, they got to hurry up. They can't horse around.
Up the floor, Briggs almost has his pocket picked. They'll work it. Feed it. Jones to the rim. Throws it up there. No. Rebound Copeland. Loose ball. Scooped up and taken by Ford. And the New Jersey Train to Go are the 2019 NYBL Finals champions for the 2024 class by a final of 79-75.
What an amazing game. We talked about it being a contrast in styles. Both teams deserve a lot of credit. You saw a lot of future superstars on the court today, and really, Terry Copeland, his influence early in the second half gave New Jersey that working margin that Freebandz could never overcome.
Yeah, and I mean, the way he operated inside, as you mentioned, they went to him early. It was something that they really didn't solve until the late stages of the second half.
Yeah.
And by that point, you're playing catch up the whole time. We talked about it. Comebacks at this level, you pretty much have to play perfect basketball. That did not happen by Freebandz Elite. They came awful close. But champions of the NYBL 2024 class go to New Jersey. Train to Go.
Yeah, they're worthy champions. They're getting the trophy on the court right now, and the families out there. It's a little bit tough because the next game, kids are trying to warm up while they're out there taking a trophy picture. So they're going to try to knock this out in a real hurry. As some of this confusion is sort of fun too. I mean, this is just sort of the madcap affair with this many teams vying for titles. But congratulations again to New Jersey. And all their players made contributions, Jimmy. Copeland's going to be the headliner, but I thought Pettiford did a great job of handling the basketball. And I thought Beard was great too.
And now let's send it courtside.
Deanna Kunavac over there with the big man. Deanna.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Terry Copeland Jr., the real star of this game. Terry, what did you guys need to do in the second half there to pull this out?
It was a struggle because when our players fouled out. Well, I guess we just had to lead into my boy Tahad Pettiford hands, and he took over for us, and I just rebound.
Was that the toughest game that you guys played this weekend, you think?
Yeah, a lot of props to them, a lot of props. The number 5 kid, he's strong, very strong. I think he was stronger than me.
What do you want to say to your teammates and your coach right now after such a big win? You guys won the championship.
Let's go, bro. It's been a real ride. Been a real ride.
What has been your favorite part about this weekend? I think I have a guess.
This chip right here.
Thank you so much, Terry. Appreciate it. Back to you guys.
No problem.
Thank you so much. Again, congratulations all around. New Jersey Train to Go, the class of 2024 NYBL champions for 2019. Stay with us. We'll have another championship game after this. You are watching the NYBL Finals on Always Live and ballislife.com.